Okay, children, let me give you a quick recap on what we learned yesterday. So basically, we learned about moon, earth and the layers of earth. So who's the first person to walk on the moon? Yes, it's Neil Armstrong. So now tell me, what is earth? So earth is the only planet where human beings can live, and it is the third planet from the sun. So, how many layers are there for Earth? There are three main layers. The first one is crust, the second one is mantle, and the third is core. Further, the core is divided into two, outer core and inner core. So, crust, it is the outermost layer of Earth, and we human beings will live on crust. It will be little cool and hard too. And the second one is mantle. So mantle is the thickest layer of the earth. It has molten rocks and metals. And the third one is core. So core is the hottest layer of the earth. Since it is very hot, it will have more pressure. The core is further divided into outer core and inner core. So, what is outer core? Outer core has molten metals, inner core has solid iron. Today we are going to see in detail about moon. So, the moon is the brightest object in our night sky, and it is the only natural satellite. Do you know the moon takes 27.3 days to go around the earth? The moon has lots of rocks on it, and there is also an interesting fact about moon. The moon does not have any air on it. So, how do moon has its light? Does moon has its own light? No. The moon always reflects the light which it gets from the sun. Here we go for an interesting fact about moon. There are 3 American astronauts who landed on the moon first. They are the first person to land. Who's that? Yes, first one is Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin and Michael Collins. So, how do you think they went to moon? Yes, they traveled to moon on a spacecraft, and that spacecraft is called as Apollo 11. So now tell me, what is spacecraft? It is a vehicle that travels in space. And who is called astronauts? A person who travels to space is known as astronauts. So, they landed on the moon on 20th July 1969. So once they landed, they started collecting all the rocks from the sun. Through rocks, they have gathered a lot of information about moon. So, by listening to all these facts, even we will dream to go for moon. So, here we are going to learn more and more facts about a moon. Do you know the surface of the moon will be little rough. It will not be smooth. And it has a deep pits called as craters. Can you see there? These are called craters. How do you spell craters? C-R-A-T-E-R-S. Now that I have told a new term called craters. So, our thinking will go now. What is crater and how it is formed? I'll tell you. Craters are formed on the surface of moon when it is hit by meteors. Hope you all know what is meteors. Anyway, I am going to explain about meteors too. Meteor is nothing but it's a small piece of rock which falls from space. Here I have shown a picture of meteor. This is called meteor. So when it falls on the surface of the moon, a small hole-like thing will be formed, and this is called as craters. So, whenever we see a moon, we could see some brighter face and some darker face also. So, what's all this? I'll tell you. See, the brighter area is nothing but mountain peaks. You know what is mountain, right? Yes. And to our surprise, it is 6,000 meter high. And the darker portion is called as Maria. Maria is nothing but a formation of sea. So, our early astronauts initially thought that the darker portion of the moon were seas. So, they named as a term called Maria, M-A-R-I-A, which is nothing but seas. And they're also believing that both south and north pole of a moon has frozen water on it. Now we are going to see on different phases of moon. We all know that moon reflects light from the sun. So, as and when the moon revolves around the earth, only a part of it gets light from the sun. We see only the part of moon that gets light from the sun. So, the other part will remain dark like this. So, when they get the sunlight, the moon will be brighter, and the other hand where it does not get the sunlight, and that portion will be dark. So part of the moon that is light up appears to increase or decrease in size. So this is called as phases of moon. So here in this picture you can see this is no moon. So when we get a no moon day, it's called a new moon will form. So from this a new moon, the first phase is called as crescent. What is this called as? Crescent. C-R-E-S-E-E-N-T. Crescent. And from this crescent we will get semicircle of moon. So we will call it as half moon day. Yes, from that gradually the size of moon will get increased and you will find a full moon day. You know, the moon takes 15 days to go from a new moon to full moon. And the same way 15 days from full moon to the new moon. When this new moon in Tamil we will say as Amavasai, and this full moon we will say as Paurnami. To summarize on these phases of moon, I am going to explain again how it forms. From new moon, the crescent shape, and from crescent shape it's semicircle, and from semicircle it goes to full moon. So how many days it will take? It will take 15 days from new moon to full moon, and again from full moon to new moon. So these are the phases of moon. Children, I want you all to repeat the spellings of these hard words. Universe. U-N-I-V-E-R-S-E. Universe. U-N-I-V-E-R-S-E. Universe. Earth. E-A-R-T-H. Earth. Crust. C-R-U-S-T. Crust. C-R-U-S-T. Crust. Mantle. M-A-N-T-L-E. Mantle. M-A-N-T-L-E. Mantle. Core. C-O-R-E. Core. Core. C-O-R-E. Core. Molten metals. M-O-L-T-E-N. Molten metals. M-E-T-A-L-S. Metals. Molten metals. Solid iron. S-O-L-I-D. Solid iron. I-R-O-N. Iron. Craters. C-R-A-T-E-R-S. Craters. C-R-A-T-E-R-S. Craters. Meteors. M-E-T-E-O-R-S. Meteors. M-E-T-E-O-R-S. Meteors. Phases. P-H-A-S-E-S. Phases. P-H-A-S-E-S. Phases. Crescent. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-T. Crescent. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-T. Crescent. Children,
I want you all to practice these hard words when you get free time. Tomorrow we will meet with other interesting topics. Take care. Bye bye.